Yo chat, it's your boy Ikari here with the latest Giat. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding, I will stop with the brain rot now. Actually, I just wanted to give you another news update, because as a matter of fact it has been almost half a year since I did the last video log, so I just wanted to talk about stuff that has been recently happening. The first thing I wanted to talk about is the whole C2 Gripz thing. Promotion, collaboration, partnership, call it whatever you want. The thing is, I have been really curious about what's going on with this company, so I was lurking around Discord from time to time and also talking with other people who are basically in the same situation as I am. Well, the thing is, it's not like a scam or anything, it is a legitimate company. It just appears they had to reduce the staff drastically. So right now, from what I understand, there's just one single person left who is working on the whole thing. And obviously they had to somewhat scrap this whole concept of recruiting YouTubers and generally just gamers from different platforms who would promote this whole thing. It is still possible to get your videos boosted from what I understand, because some people said they actually managed to do that, but it is a somewhat complicated process. You have to submit them to a special website, and it is not really explained anywhere how exactly you would do that. But the reason I was so curious about the whole thing is that from time to time I would get emails saying that another purchase has been done with my affiliate links, and whenever I would go to my profile on this C2 Gripz website, the payments, the transactions, they would always be in pending state. Obviously, as I also explained in my previous video, I do get a certain percentage from each purchase, or at least I'm supposed to get it. So I was wondering why it always stays in pending state and I never get any of the payments. And I was also planning to try and reach out to the C2 Gripz company, to the person who is still working for it and managing the whole thing. But then all of a sudden, it happened around 2 weeks ago, somewhere in the middle of January, I got a bunch of emails stating that all of those transactions have been approved, and also I received the first payment. Maybe they were just waiting till a considerable sum is accumulated so that they can pay it out all at once. I don't know, but the thing is, it works. So in other words, in the future I might consider adding those C2 Gripz promotions into my videos again, so do not be surprised if this stuff pops up in one of the videos. I just have to figure out this whole boosting thing and how exactly to submit my videos properly. Because the thing is, those C2 Gripz on their own, the product itself, it does work, it does what it promises. They might be a bit pricey, but I mean, if it works and if it helps people, then I will gladly represent them in the future too. So another big topic I wanted to address is my actual job, my real life job, because there has been really a lot of work lately. The thing is, for those who do not know, I work as a security guard, and the thing is, our company had to accept a contract on a very short notice. Yes, it was all very sudden, and the contract, it was lasting only 1 week, but they have been extending it again and again for another week. And because of that, because it was not very certain how long the whole thing will last, my boss was not able to hire a new personnel, because we just didn't know for certain if we would get this contract permanently or not. And because of that, we had to work a lot extra. We had to work a lot of double shifts. It was really between 7 and 8 shifts every week. And it has been going from somewhere middle of December. So in the previous months, in January, I have worked literally almost 300 hours. It has been really the biggest amount of work done in a single month so far in my whole life. So obviously I did not get to make many videos. As a matter of fact, I released only a single video in January, but it was a pretty big one, so I was working on it I started somewhere in December. Fortunately it's over now it's February, and now I'm back to normal working. And that means that there will be more videos, I hope. As always, there is a lot of stuff to work with, a lot of mods to review, a lot of games also I would like to review, but as I said, it is really hard to find the time. The thing is, this is my main job, and it is actually going fairly well. The company I work for is still very small, but it's doing very good progress, and the work itself, it was not that hard, it's just that it took so many hours and left so less free time. That also means that there will be a really nice salary for January. That said, this is obviously my main job, and YouTube is only a side activity, and the company I work for is still pretty small, but it's making really good progress. And from what it looks like, I'm also going to receive a better position. I guess you could say it's like a promotion of a kind. So you could say my career is actually going fairly well. And another matter I wanted to address is of course the YouTube channel itself and how it has been doing in the last couple of months, basically since the last time I made an update video. Well, the thing is, I am under the impression that many viewers don't really understand how the algorithm works and what exactly they are doing with their interactions on the channel. I mean, it's not like many people are going to watch this video. This is of course also a part of the problem, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, but just in case that some of the viewers who actually consider themselves fans will watch this video, and maybe it will be interesting for them to understand how exactly the whole thing works. I have been using the word haters a lot in the past, and it is important to understand what the definition of a hater is. I mean, hater is a very strong word, of course. I would not be surprised if the majority of the viewers just don't care how the whole algorithm thing works and how videos are being handled based on viewer interactions. I mean, many of the subscribers of this channel are old and probably not active anymore. This is one thing, and obviously I cannot do anything about that. But for people who are still active and who actively watch videos, it is important to understand that if you watch a video not on the day it was released, but let's say a week later, it is instantly a red flag for the algorithm. Another thing is the view duration. Like, for example, if you watch a video 1 week after it was released, you watch like 10 or 20% of the video, you do not like it, and you do not comment on it. Basically, all this shows the algorithm that you really don't like this video. At least this is what it will think. And if viewers behave like that, then the videos are getting literally shadow banned. It's of course not a complete shadow ban, the video is still being watchable, but it does not show up in the results, for example. It does not show up in user recommendations. So no new people will ever get to watch this video. And that means there will be no new subscribers, since no new people will see this channel. Of course, if the video receives a lot of views all of a sudden, like a week or a month after it has been released, it will be unshadow banned, so to say, and will show up in recommendations and search results again. But yeah, this is basically how the algorithm works. Watch time is very important, and user interactions are also very important. Usually people will say that likes are very important, but that's actually only half the truth, because likes and dislikes, they are worth the same. Both are interactions and both are handled positively by the algorithm. So by this definition, an actual hater, somebody who watches the video, then posts some nasty comment and also dislikes the video, this person actually helps the channel. Of course, all that is not that important, because as a matter of fact, I'm addressing the issue with the subscribers right now. I'm saying that the majority of the people who subscribe to this channel don't really give a damn, which is actually very weird, because I remember in the past, when I had like 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, among those people there were a lot of people who actually liked this channel, and I would often see comments by the same people, and I'm pretty sure those would also be the people who generally watch the whole video and put likes on it. But now with such a big amount of subscribers, I often get the feeling that those people are not really interested in this channel. Let's just say I get the feeling that among them there are no real fans, maybe just a handful of them left, and even those rarely comment on my videos. But as I was saying, the whole subscriber thing is not even that important, because the majority of views I get on my videos are actually by people who are not subscribed, and many videos still get a very huge amount of views. So even though there are not much new subscribers and definitely no new fans, the channel still somehow works and advances. I guess the majority of viewers just want the information. Like, the most common thing I do are mod reviews, and this is what people are interested in. They just want the information of those mods. For example, if I release a video about the best weapon mods, this video will receive views many years later. So by a long shot, some videos are really more profitable than others. Usually when I release mod reviews, they are not profitable at all. If you consider just the amount of time it takes to make a video, sometimes decent long mod review, sometimes it can take literally weeks. And the payoff in the end on most videos is almost non-existent. If you consider the amount of time, the working hours spent and the working hours that went into this video, if those working hours were spent by a different activity, even some kind of really low paid part-time job, then obviously this would be at completely different story. So while some videos are more profitable than others, usually when I do unboxing videos, they do pay off a little bit, but in general, in total, the channel obviously drains much more money that it produces. I just wanted to make this clear to some people, because there are many people out there under the impression that every YouTuber gets some money out of it. Even if it's a small channel, they think it generates small amounts of money all the time. And after a while, a big amount of money can be accumulated. But it can't be further from the truth. It all depends on what kind of videos you produce. Like, for example, I guess I have to address the elephant in the room and talk about AI-generated videos. I have seen a lot of videos of that kind on the front page, videos that get hundreds of thousands, sometimes over a million of views, and if you consider how much work went into one of those videos, it's ridiculous how much those people can cash in on the whole thing. That was only one example, of course. Then there are all those videos that are basically just a montage of clips. Some shorter videos people join together, then release them, and if they're lucky, those also can get over a million of views. Basically just a couple of hours of work, and the amount of money they can get out of this is ridiculous. But yeah, this is just how the general state of YouTube is. There is not really much, there is no point talking about it. I just wanted to explain to you how the whole thing is and where my channel is in this whole picture. I mean, despite not really being profitable and actually draining my money, I still kinda like doing videos most of the time. Sometimes it can be stressful if there is a deadline, especially with mod reviews. It's sometimes really hard to get certain mods to work. But yeah, overall it can be quite fun, and this is also why I keep doing it. So yes, obviously I will continue doing that, and also, as I said in my previous video already, it will not just be mod reviews but also game reviews, unboxing videos, all kinds of stuff. And of course also video logs from time to time. I'm not sure if it really makes sense to invest time into this kind of videos, because as I said, not many people actually watch those. And with that said, if you watched till here, then I thank you very much. If you actually watched the whole video till the end, where we are arriving right now, then I guess you can consider yourself a true fan. And I thank you for that. And with that said, thank you all for watching, and see you around.